Hey guys, it's WhatskillingChloe, and I am very sorry for not uploading for a while. Today, I have a brand new microphone. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I just have one, and I am very happy with it. So, we are going to continue with Chapter 9. So, here we go. Chapter 9. It's Sunday. I just woke up, and I'm kind of groggy. I sat up and yawned. I looked at my desk and saw a note. It was from my dad. It said, "I had to go into work today, sweetie. I won't be back until later tonight. You might even be asleep by then, so don't wait up. Make sure you make yourself some dinner, shower, and go to sleep early. Bye, honey." I sigh and put the note away. I walk out of my room, stretching, and went to the bathroom. I fixed my hair and washed my face. I walked back out and grabbed my phone before going downstairs and getting a bowl of cereal. As I'm eating, my phone rings, and I answer it. It was Ian. He doesn't usually call me or text me. When he does, he's just trying to scare me. I talk to him anyways. Hello? Elizabeth? Hey, we need to talk, he said. He didn't sound like he was teasing. He sounded serious, which concerned me. Okay? I said. In person, Elizabeth, he said flatly. I gulped and agreed for him to come over for a while. He hung up and I sat at the island counter in the kitchen, finishing up my cereal. When I'm done, I put away my dish and go upstairs to change into some decent clothes for Ian's arrival. I put on a t-shirt and some jeans to go back downstairs. After a couple of minutes, I hear the doorbell ring and I jog up to the door. I open it and Ian is there with a blank face. I invite him in and he takes a seat on the couch. I offer him something to drink, but he declines. I sit next to him. "So," I started, "what is it that you needed to talk to me about?" He scoffs and motions to my wrist. It's about the marks again. I sigh and ask, "What about them?" His expression turned stern and he said, "Look, those aren't regular marks. There's something else. Something dangerous." "Are you trying to scare me again? Because if you are, I don't think I want to hear it any longer, Elizabeth," he said. "I'm not playing games." I saw in his eyes that he truly was concerned and serious about this. I've never seen him like this. What could these marks possibly do to make him act this way? I look at him in the eyes and say, "What are they? You know, don't you?" He looks down at his hands and shifts in his spot. Ian said, "I'm warning you. Wherever you go, whenever you go, and whoever you're with, beware of him." I gave him a puzzled look and asked, "Who is him?" There was a sudden silence. It was like the world suddenly just stopped just for this moment. I heard no cars, no people outside, no wind or birds, nothing whatsoever. It was a bit unsettling. I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted Ian to speak so badly because of how quiet he was in this moment. Once I saw his upper lip part, I sighed in relief. He spoke in a certain tone. It was firm but soft, like he was afraid of something or someone would hear him. He said in that tone, "The operator." Even though it was just two simple words, it made me breathe in again and hold my nervousness in. This operator doesn't sound so good. I finally exhaled and said, "Who is this operator?" "If I told you, things might happen. You're safer not knowing," he said. I bite my lips and say, "How am I safer? From what exactly? Tell me." "I can't," he said. Sorry, Elizabeth. Just know that I wish I could tell you, but I can't. I'd be putting your life at risk. I sit there looking down at my lap. I feel scared and confused. It's a horrible combination. I look up at him and say, "Who is he?" He shook his head and said, "I said if I told you you'd be in danger. Besides, you wouldn't think I'm normal." I rolled my eyes and say, "Please, I didn't think you were normal since the moment I met you." "What's the difference? What difference will this make?" He smiled for a second, then said, "I know things no ordinary person knows. I know things that will bring people to pure insanity. I'm surprised I'm still mentally stable. So what I know, you can't know. But sometimes it takes a toll on me. It gets so bad that I have to tell someone. So that's why I spread scary rumors, to tell people in a way where they think it isn't actually real or dangerous. It's just a little story to keep them up at night. And I want them to be scared because, in a way, I'm warning them. Fear is the reaction I want. Without fear, there is no protection. Without fear, we don't have strength. Without fear, there is no life. As much as we all hate it, we can't live without it. So it's a part of life. Fear is life. But if anyone knew that my scary stories are mostly real, this world would go into hysteria, and it would never stop. So that's why I disguise these things as stories. Other people have told others about these things. They put them online for all these people to see, but only think them as to be fake, scary. Fake but scary. I don't know if it was the intention, but I decided to do what they do, cover up most of the truth. No one else can ever know, so even though I'm putting my own life online like others out there, I'm doing what's right and keeping the truth from you. Some of the stories I tell are fake, just not to draw suspicion, and some are real. But some will always be unknown, and even though at times I wish I knew what these things were, if it's unknown to me, then I'd gladly decline a chance to figure out. Some things are just better off left unsaid. I take a deep breath. All of what he said just now worried me. Not because I think he's crazy, no, it's because I actually believe him, and I have a reason to do so. I've met one of his rumored stories, and possibly another one too. If Ben is one of them. But even though he's keeping something dark from me, it doesn't mean I have to do the same. I have to tell him, even if it does make him a little bit more unstable. He deserves to know. I breathe in, trying not to hyperventilate, and say, "Listen, Ian, there's something I have to tell you. It's really important now, considering what you just told me." He seemed to be immediately interested in what I had to say, but interested in a way where he's still scared but concerned. What is it?" he asked me. I sighed and said, "You know one of your recent stories, right?" "Jeffrey? What about him?" "Do you know whether he's real, fake, or unknown?" I ask him. Ian shrugs. "I'm not sure," he says. "He's a difficult one." I gulp. Damn, this is going to be a lot harder to say now, but I have to tell him anyways. I get closer and grab his hand. "Ian, I'm going to tell you something that might make you question more about what you know right now. Bear with me. About Jeff." He gave me a worried look, and I had to look away for a bit to control the urge to stop talking. Before I could finish, there was a loud crash upstairs, like glass breaking. We both looked up the stairs and tensed up. I was getting scared right now. Ian turned to me and said, "I'm gonna go check upstairs, all right? You stay here." "But Ian," I protested, "what if it's an intruder? What if he's armed?" "That's why I'm going up alone. You stay down here and hide. I promise you'll be okay. If anything happens, you run and get help. Understand?" he said. He sounded firm. He was giving orders like a sergeant. It made me think that I'll be fine as long as I listen to him. "I'm gonna go now. Hide. Whatever you do, do not come up. Keep hiding until you know it's time to hightail out of here. Go." I nod and run into the supply closet behind the couch. I heard Ian make his way upstairs, and I formed into a ball. I rocked back and forth. I was worried for him. "Please be okay," I whispered to myself. "Please be okay." I said this over and over hastily. I bet I looked mental. I'm just so scared and worried. I don't want him to get hurt. I breathed in and out. I didn't hear anything. I started to climb down until I heard a blood-curdling scream. It was Ian, and he sounded distressed. I quickly reached for the doorknob, but then thought about what he said. He told me to stay hidden no matter what, but he's in trouble, and he could be hurt. He's my friend, and I'm not going to lose a friend. I turned the knob and burst out of the closet. I hurried upstairs and saw my bedroom door open. He's probably in there. I ran to it, but the last second it slammed shut, and I heard a click of a lock. I panicked and hit the door. "Ian! Ian! Ian!" I shout. I heard him yell, "No!" This sounds weird. I heard him shout, "No! No! Stop! Get off! Stop! No!" "Ian!" I screamed at the top of my lungs. "Open this damn door! Leave him alone! Stop! Ian, I'm coming to help you! Don't worry! Ian!" I heard a watery wail, and I hit the door more. "Ian!" I screamed and tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. I was crying already, and my throat hurt badly from yelling. Then I heard someone call my name from downstairs. I look and see Jeff from the very bottom step. I gasp and feel a wave from relief wash over me. "Jeff!" I start, but he puts his hand over my mouth and stops me. He puts a finger on his lip and says, "Stand back." I do as he says, and I put myself against my parents' bedroom door. Jeff readies himself and kicks the door open. It popped open with a wood snapping bang before Jeff could run, and he was tackled. The intruder and him crashed into the wall next to me, and they went tumbling down the stairs. I had no time to worry about him. I had to help Ian. I run into my room and see Ian, and I want to cry. He was bleeding from his side and was breathing harshly. I drop next to him and grab his head. "Ian! Ian, oh my God, what happened? You're bleeding." I look at his injuries and gasp. His side was practically torn up. It's like the attacker was trying to get into his insides and gut him. Luckily, it was just his sides and not his actual stomach itself. He was coughing up blood. I had to get him medical help fast. Hey guys, it's WhatskillingChloe again. I am very sorry for cutting off the chapter, but oh, you guys hear that? But whatchamacallit? I don't know. I recorded this a couple days ago, and I'm editing it right now. I don't know why I decided to do this in half. Maybe because I ran out of time or something. But anyways, happy Halloween. But the second part should be out soon. I haven't narrated it in a long time for many reasons, but that's why I wasn't so on it in this recording like I should be. But the next recording I'm about to record right now, and I'm going to put out part 2 in a couple days. Thank you for listening. And you guys just have a great Halloween. If you guys have any stories you want me to narrate, I'm open for any. Yeah, and yeah. I don't know why I say yeah so much, but and I'll try to get to those stories after this, even though we're only on chapter 9. But hey, at least we're somewhere. Anyways, this is What's Killing Chloe. Have a nice Halloween, and you'll see me within a couple days. I'll try to post it tomorrow night. But thank you.